came to this after, as like I said, years of working with the people, and we came to understand that it didn't matter what country they were in, what sport they were in, it didn't matter. They all shared this universal set of principles. And they might be, of course, different words, but the distinctions were universal. So in order, the first one is simply just awareness, like wake up. Be aware of who you are, what's going on around you, how your mind, body operates, interacts, etc. And importantly, be aware of how your mind works. Your mind's not necessarily your friend when it comes to growth and development, okay? Your mind is a highly evolved, highly effective pattern recognition device. Yay. So it's really good at finding your car keys and stuff. But it's also deeply committed to being right, looking good, and playing it safe. So it's not so great when it comes time to change, because the axiom we use is simple. Everybody's all in favor of change, as long as it doesn't mean me and it doesn't mean now.
Exactly.
Right? Because that's where your mind kicks in. Yeah. And it'll come up with all these excuses of, oh, I already know that, I don't like it, I don't like him, now's not the right time, we can't afford it. There's this never-ending stream of blather and BS as to why us, the team, don't really need to engage in this. We're fine, it's those jerks over there in marketing that can't get anything right? Yeah. I'm great, you're the problem. No, actually, that's not the way it works. So we start with awareness. After choice literally follows awareness. The more awareness you have, the more choices you have. Right? And our premise here is really simple. You always have a choice, period. You may not like the choices that you got, didn't say that, but you've always got a choice. And once people kind of, oh yeah, man, well, I don't have a choice. No, you do, right? You always have a choice. Doesn't matter what's going on, you always have a choice. You can give up your right to do that, but as a human being, that's kind of your birthright. You have the right to make choices. You have the capacity to make choices. If you don't want to do it, the world's not going to wait for you. So you wake up to that.
Well, I can tell right now the world's not waiting for anybody.
That's right.
So they got to make a choice.
Yeah, make a choice, right? And as people go, oh, what if I make a wrong choice? There's no such thing as a wrong choice. It's just a choice that didn't get you the result that you wanted. So we take away this notion of wrong because we tend to think of people can't distinguish themselves from their choices. So if my inclination is, oh, that was a bad choice, then I tend to think, oh, I'm a bad person. And then they get paralyzed. We say, no, it's not right. You made a choice. It didn't produce the result that you want. So you can sit here and make yourself wrong and bad and all that for as long as you like. But as we just said, the world's still moving. Yeah. So the better option is just make another choice, right? Get on with it.
Until you figure out the right one.
Yeah, or the one that produces the result that you want, right? So again, it's not about good, bad, right, wrong. I'm not saying those things don't exist, but in this moment, what we're talking about is making choices that take you down the road that you have chosen for yourself. Then the next point is what we call ability versus willingness. I know this one is a little obscure for some people, but the premise is simple. As a human being, I'm fundamentally able to do anything I put my mind to. Now there's a big parentheses after that called, given the limitations of my body. Okay.
Sure.
So at this point, I'm not going to be an NBA star. I don't care how hard I train and work out and all that. Okay. I was the inspiration for the movie White Men Can't Jump. Right? So, yeah, it's just not going to happen.
And I was Woody Harrelson, the guy that wanted to play.
There you go. And I don't care how excited you are about flying, you're not going to get up on the roof and flap your arms fast enough to take off, right? Limitations of the body.
Absolutely.
But the point here is you can learn to do anything, right? Given the time and the resources. So you're infinitely able. So the point here is not are you able, it's are you willing? And that's a choice. Okay.
Absolutely.
So people fall into I say, you like reading all this stuff, you like learning all this stuff, but I'm also messing with you here. Because now what I took away was one of your favorite conversations called I can't. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Right? This is you putting on the spot. You can choose not to, which is a powerful choice, but you don't get to hide behind I can't. Yeah. Yes, you can. You choose not to. That's okay. Own your choice. All right?
It seems to me right now a lot of people are making that choice, I can't or won't, and things are passing them by.
Exactly. Well, they're stuck in I can't because they don't actually get like it's volitional. Yeah. Okay? So that's what comes next is accountability. Right? Now, accountability and responsibility are not the same thing. We tend to use them as synonyms.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm your boss, I could, quote, hold you responsible for something. Okay. But accountability only occurs as a choice. My choice is to take ownership for everything that happens in my life. There's no fault and blame. Okay. So instead of getting stuck in the he did it, she did it, they did it, what we call the fault and blame shuffle, okay, it's, okay, how can I look at this situation and see that by whatever actions I took or didn't take, this result has occurred.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not my fault. Okay. But I get to make choices and I get to own those choices. So the accountable conversation is always what so. So what actually happened? Never mind all the drama and what so. So what? Now what? No more complex.
Just
than
the
that.
facts, man.
That's it. That's just it. And it's hard because we're addicted to drama.
Oh man.
Oh, that's terrible. What happened? Well, he ran the stop sign and hit my car.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Stop. Oh, he's a swine. It's all his fault. It's terrible. No, that matters. He ran the stop sign, hit your car. Okay, that's what so. So what?
So there's the excuse of it, but it doesn't matter because it happened.
It doesn't
You gotta
matter,
change,
right?
yeah.
What so, right?
Yeah.
Right? So what? Well, instead of, well, it means no, I don't care what it means, so what? So are you going to be late for something? Are you okay? Was anybody hurt? Let's deal with the, okay, now what?
Yeah.
Okay, now I need to, never mind blaming and just who do you need to call? What needs to happen? Keep breathing.
Okay.
Next one is commitment. Now, this is a word that everybody throws around and most people don't understand. Commitment is simply doing whatever it takes, parentheses, inside the rules of the game, to achieve the desired result.
Now, I was reading your book years ago, and I remember dealing with you when you told me about something I think was called commitment-based management.
Yep.
And I could relate to it in sports because I knew that you either committed or you didn't, and if you didn't, you didn't get any better. So explain it to the reality of business and how this works in your program, commitment.
Well, commitment-based management is related to, but distinct from this type of personal commitment. So
Okay.
we'll come to that.
Okay.
But when we talk about commitment, the thing that I explain to people is you're always committed. The question is to what? And they go, well, I don't know what I'm committed to. Yeah, well, here's how you find out. Look around. What you
The
have
results of
produced,
what you're doing.
what you have produced as your life is exactly what you're committed to. Oh, no, that's not it. I'm not committed to being 20 pounds overweight. Yes, you are. Well, what do you mean? I said, you're committed to talking about doing something about it, but you're not actually committed to doing anything about it. Those are two different things.
Sure.
So if you want to know what you're committed to, there's only one simple measure. Look around you. That's exactly what you're committed to. And if you don't like that, I got it. But then let's go back to the beginning. So use your awareness to get what's going on, look around, see, wow, what might be some different choices, make a choice. Don't forget that you're infinitely able, so don't make puny choices, make big choices, be accountable for your choices, make the commitment, and get on with it.